So Justice Huni versus Kevin Lerena is going set to be on March 8th on the Anthony Joshua versus Ngannou undercard. It's going to be a very good fight. This is a very good style matchup. At first, from the outside looking in, I was like, I don't know. But now looking at things, uh, Lerena, he's a guy who's not uh, older or anything like that. And Justice Huni, he's still a younger heavyweight, very young actually, and he's gonna make things happen. He has all the tools to be a very good heavyweight. He's one of my favorite heavyweights right now for the past year or so. But he's a very good fighter. He does a lot of good things in the ring. Well, his jab is excellent. He has an excellent hook. He goes to the body well. He has a high guard when he's inside. Um, he likes to go to the body is one thing though. You know, a lot of heavyweights they kind of happy to go upstairs, but he goes to the body a lot, which is something that'll favor him in this fight. I feel like he has good enough hooks to kind of break Lerena down to the body and take his legs away. If he can kind of stick to that game plan and make different things happen, he'll be in the driver's seat. But he's got to make it happen though. If he doesn't, he's gonna fall behind, and I feel like he can make it happen though. If he goes into the ring and actually put forth an effort. But a lot of things Lerena be doing though, it's kind of like pity pat sometimes, and then he'll throw a strong left hook. So a lot of times Huni got to find out if he's gonna be active and doing a lot of things throughout the whole fight, or is he just gonna come in with a strategy? But I feel like he's gonna be very excited though. This is a big card, big fight. He might come out there and have an explosion. I know Ja Apatow, he did the same thing in his fight, so if he can kind of do something similar to what he did, that'll be amazing as well. You know what I'm saying? But I'm expecting something like that. A lot of body blows. I wouldn't be mad if it goes 12 rounds, to be honest with you, because the 12 rounds fights were actually more better than the knockout fights. Usually they are, but just overall, it just wasn't a lot going on. So that's what I kind of was in favor of. But we're gonna see, man. Overall, it's a lot of different things going on. But Justin Huni is definitely a guy who goes to the body a lot. You know what I'm saying? He has a strong left hand. He kind of throws the left hand low to the body, then he'll go upstairs towards the shoulder area, towards the neck, head. Um, Switch that to a jab. Then he can throw a right hand to the body. So it's a lot of things he has going on to where piece by piece he's just breaking someone down. And his body is still starting to change. He's a guy who's putting on or has a lot of weight, has put on a lot of weight. So he's going to do different things that's going to make himself come together. I know a lot of people are kind of looking at him as a finished product, but he's someone who's still developing. But I feel like with his body kind of maturing over the next couple of years and him being able to kind of move that weight around and know what to do with it, it'll be able to benefit him. But he's someone who's still coming together though. He's not too aggressive. He's a smart fighter, has good footwork. It can and will be better. His jab can be a little snappier, a little sharper. I feel like he can develop a power jab. I'm talking about one of those newer power jabs. I feel like he does need something like that, which would be, but the jab he has now is good enough to get the job done. He just has to double up and kind of get a right hand going, or, it just has to be something different. It can't be the same thing as, he could double up with a jab and then just throw a hook with the same one, but it has to be a little more, repetitive, has to ad lib a lot more. Can't be just something that's, and then also smothering the punches. Lerena, he's gonna want him to smother the punches, and that's not something that he should focus on. But Lerena, he's definitely someone who has a lot of power. He does an excellent job sitting on his punches. That's something I've seen from him many times. He does an excellent job sitting on his punches. Yeah, but if he doesn't really go on the inside like that, he's gonna be on the outside and he's gonna be walking forward. But he does a 1-2 with the left hook ending with that, and it's kind of devastating if he can catch someone. He has decent enough power. You know, this is heavyweight boxing, so a lot of these guys can crack. It does take one punch, especially in a fight like this. I will say this is a challenge still for Huni. This is not something where he could just be given this fight and he doesn't have to really bring much to the table. He's gonna have to show a lot of things in this fight that he's able to kind of do something different than what everybody's seen before. Because people are expecting a lot from these guys as far as on this card and in the heavyweight division. There's not a lot of action going on lately, so people got high expectations. These guys are in two different positions in their careers, but they're still able to kind of trying to put things together right now. You know, they're both kind of still developing, but I feel like Huni's developing a lot more right now. I'll say Lerena's body's kind of like more of a finished product. But as far as skill-wise, Huni's going to bring a lot to the table. It's going to be hard for guys to kind of just walk in and kind of have their way with him as far as punches and combinations. He's difficult to go against right now. If you don't watch what you're doing as far as walking down on him, as far as not exchanging, he can clip you and he can be able to hurt you real bad. He's not an easy fight. I know a lot of people starting to think things like that, but he's definitely not an easy fight. He's very difficult, and it's gonna take a lot to kind of separate yourself against a guy like Justin Huni. But Lerena has a strong 1-2. He kind of switches it around. It's not the same area all the time, not the same punch type, but he walks forward with that high guard together, and you know, he goes to work. But it's definitely gonna be more of a competitive fight than what I expected before, because I know a lot of people were saying they didn't know the opponent, but Lerena's a formidable opponent. He's not someone that just gonna go in there without a fight. I've seen him put together some decent performances. Most of his fights are entertaining as well, so that's another thing to kind of think of when you're thinking about what he's bringing to the table. But I feel like if they kind of focus on the good things that's going on as far as in the ring with Lerena, as far as him being able to go to the body and connect with some hooks, win a couple of exchanges, he'll have a chance in this fight. I definitely think so. But with Huni, he's a faster guy for a heavyweight. He's getting stronger and better every time he steps in the ring. He's not easy to deal with. A lot of these fighters, they just don't have the type of punches and combinations that he has, especially at heavyweight. Has excellent mobility. So it's going to be a hard time for these guys to deal with a guy like him. But his age is still a factor, because just at heavyweight, that happens. You know what I'm saying? Even Daniel Dubois, who's still a much younger guy, at 23, 24, him having those fights that were a little bit bigger than what Huni's doing right now, that was kind of dangerous. So for him to take a guy like Lerena right now, it's still a dangerous step up, but it's not as the same as it could have been. It could have been a lot worse in certain situations. As far as the difficulty, Lerena is still difficult for a person like Huni. He's not somebody that's just gonna walk through every heavyweight right now. 24, 25. I think he's 24. He's not gonna walk through every heavyweight right now. He has to learn how to break them down. Everyone's different. Every heavyweight is built different. A lot of heavyweights don't like body punches. A lot of them, it really doesn't affect them. So has to face different kind of guys. I feel like with Lerena, it will affect him as far as body punches, but he's more of a guy who's not trying to take punches to the head. I know every boxer is, but he's mostly focused on trying to avoid punches to the chin and everything like that. So he knows his weaknesses. But if you can kind of use your legs and make them move around and get some punches off, you'll be able to dictate the fight and change things around. But if not, it can go a different way. But they got to see what's going on right now as far as that fight. But I don't know the strategy. Because with a guy like Huni, what are you going to do? Are you going to walk straight forward? Because he's going to be able to move and kind of dictate what he's doing. But like I said, though, Lerena has a strong left hook. It's very strong. Has a decent right hand, too. Straight right. So, straight right's a strong punch for him, too. So, we got to also look at things like that. But should be an interesting fight. But I got Huni dominating most of this fight. I feel like he's just at a different level right now. In the Andrew Tabiti fight, he did an excellent job moving around and kind of using his rounds to kind of learn how to score and not putting himself in a vulnerable position at a long period of time over the fight. Especially being younger and at that age where you kind of need that experience when you're in late rounds, especially championship rounds, different things like that. So he did the things he needed to win the fight, but especially after fighting guys like Joe Goodall, he's starting to step up year by year, step by step. So I definitely think Huni can win this fight. If I had to guess at this point right now, I wanted to say knockout earlier, but I would say unanimous decision. I think Lerena's gonna try to he's gonna try to fight a hard fight. He's not somebody who's gonna just get a paycheck. I feel like he's a serious boxer, and he feels like he is one. He's a professional, so I feel like he's gonna try to go out there and make it a difficult fight. But I feel like Huni's gonna dominate, and I feel like he'll win by unanimous decision. I feel like it'll be a good fight though. Toe to toe, might be one of the best fights on the card. I know it's something they just put together not too long ago, but it's still something that I've been looking forward to, especially with everything going on. So, but that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.